Welcome. So today we're going to talk turtlenecks. And you know, I haven't even thought about that I don't have a turtleneck in the line of patterns, and I think the reason is they're just really easy and there's so many variables. So this is going to be really fun, and I hope that you'll really start to understand. A lot of times when I say pattern making, it doesn't mean you have to make everything. It just means that you can change a collar, or change this, or change, you know, what you want to make it yours. And you don't have to buy a new pattern every time. So the goal is to kind of help you recognize that and to understand how easy and quick this is. So really, this is pattern making. Making a turtleneck is pattern making. So we're going to teach you a little bit of pattern making, a little bit of style, and hopefully it's a whole lot of fun. So what started this is my son, for the holidays, for Christmas, sent me this beautiful cashmere top. I love it. I just love it. And I realized I didn't have a lot of turtlenecks. And then it started me thinking why and why not, and I actually love turtlenecks. But one thing about them is sometimes when you buy them, they're fixed and they kind of have to be what they want to be. So the first thing I want to show you, I want to talk about, is the style of different turtlenecks. Now the one I have on, I've made, and I have everything for you, but it's black. So I didn't want to hear everybody say to me, it's black, I can't see. I know you can't see that it's black, but everything here is going to be done in beige, so you're going to be able to see no problem, and I've illustrated everything out. All right? So the reason it's black is because this fabric is stunningly gorgeous, and there was no plan B. All right, so the first thing we want to think about is the style of it. So I want to show you this first picture, and I want you to see that this is a turtleneck. In the world of collars, and by definition, a turtleneck is a sewn-on attached collar that is done in knit, that usually has enough stretch that it can go over the head, okay? So you see that this is a turtleneck, but you can see how low that neckline is, and where that turtleneck joins the bodice is styling. So I really want to point out the different styles to you so we can really have a lot of fun with this, and you can really make this turtleneck your own. We're talking Tuesday night about transitional dressing and transitional clothing, going from winter to spring. And the turtleneck is a perfect one because I can make it my own. And for me, I've made it black. I've paired it with a pair of jean leggings. And it's like a go-to outfit. It's so classic, and yet it's so traditional and transitional for this time of year. So I want you to look at this picture again now, the second one, and I've measured the key ingredients that you need to measure when you're making a turtleneck. And that is the base of the neck, the top of the neck, the top of the collar, because the turtleneck is a rectangle. All turtlenecks are rectangles. I'm sure there's exceptions, but just in your head, all turtlenecks are rectangles. They're the size that they measure across the top, right here. This just means they've been stretched onto the neckline below. The reason you're measuring the neckline is you want to make sure your fabric will stretch from this measurement, which I think I put as 2, to this measurement, which I think I put 1. And then the third measurement is the width. All of those things are creating style for you. And so what you want to do is be aware of what you like so that you can duplicate what you like. And it's, again, very simple to do. Because a lot of times we wear a turtleneck up. A lot of times we just let it scrunch down. A lot of times we turn it over and we're a little, neater with it. A lot of times we make it narrower so there's nothing to turn over. It just simply funnels the neck. But it's called a turtleneck, not a funnel neck. A funnel neck, just by definition, is when it's all one piece of the fabric. And this is not. This is a collar. It's a separate piece, just to make sure we understand that. Okay, so we understand the styling and we understand where to measure. So with this then, what I wanted you to see, and I've taken pictures of it so you could see it closely, I measured the base of the neck, and you can see that picture. And then you can see I took it up here and I measured the top and the width there. And that's where you're just going to make a rectangle, and you're going to make a rectangle wide enough to see the next picture, you see the width that it's going to be. Okay? So what I did is I used the sweater set, pattern number 195. It's basically a turtleneck without the turtleneck. I guess that's not really a turtleneck, is it? So it's your classic base, and then I just added the turtleneck onto it. So if you notice when you measure, most of them that are just a regular jewel neck, it will come up, crew neck, whatever you want to call it, it will come up to be the same as your 195. And if you use your 195 as the base, it works beautifully. All right, so then what I did is I used fabric number 3994. It's a ribbed black. It's beautiful. It's 100% cotton, and I mean, it's really beautiful. It stretches in both directions. Always good for a turtleneck because it'll make it a little easier to go over your head. You need stretch in at least one direction. You don't need both, but you know, both directions, it just makes it a little bit easier. All right, and on this particular fabric, I'm going to show you this next photo. You can see that it has a really cool little selvage, and you may not be able to see, but you'll see in the photo. It has a great little selvage. And I decided that I wanted to put that selvage at the bottom of my sleeves. Now that selvage ran along the fabric, and the ribbing runs the length of the fabric, so you couldn't put it at the bottom of the shirt, or you couldn't put it at the bottom of the turtleneck. You can sew it back on though, because it does stretch in both directions. So what I'm saying to you is, once you choose your fabric, look for features that you can enhance in the fabric. For me, I'm using the selvage, but there's lots of great ways to do it. This is a knit. I didn't even finish the edge of this turtleneck, because for me, I'm just going to let it kind of clump up. I think I like them just clumped. I don't necessarily like them as organized as this is. I think I like them just kind of pushed down. That's the look I like. Not all the time, and you don't have to, but just kind of embrace different looks. Do something different maybe. Okay, so then what I did is I did my regular French dart, my regular t-shirt. My collar was 8 inches wide, which was 16 inches, and it was 7 inches high. So that was my rectangle. I sewed the rectangle onto the base, just right sides together. You know, do it just like ribbing. Quarter your neckline, quarter the turtleneck, and match it, and it just stretches it just gently. If you do turn this down, the turtleneck will never come down to this line because it's been stretched. This is now larger than the top portion, so it will never meet, and it's not supposed to. But that's the look, and it looks just beautiful. All right, so easy to do. You've got your fabric, $39.94. You now know everything I know about turtlenecks. They're really fun. They're really easy. They're a lot of fun to play with. You can get all kinds of different looks if you search for turtlenecks, and you can see that there are all kinds of widths, and you know, you can just copy what you want, and I think that's a lot of fun. And I also think that we have a pattern making class that's upcoming. When you think about pattern making, you think about what it is. A lot of times women think, oh, I've got to make the pattern. I don't want to make a pattern. It's really not. It's really learning and understanding how the pieces interact with one another so that I can make a simple little collar to my sweater set. I can do those things. And because we have so many personalities and things that we like and specifics that we want, it's very easy to build those specifics into our garments. And that's the best thing about sewing. It doesn't get any better. So from all of us, happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns.